welcome on this glorious Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. You tuned into the Gisela Show. And as you guys know, I'm a homeopathist and I treat pets and people. And usually we talk about pets, and we're going to be talking somewhat about pets. Um, but first, I want to congratulate all the fathers out there. I think it's great. I had this morning, I had a little conversation with my husband, and I said, um, I mean, fathers, what did fathers do? I mean, we did. He said, you know what? When I was a kid, and he's going to be 87 this year. And this Sunday is not going to be, but next Sunday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him on and I'm going to have a little conversation with him on here. So you get to meet him. But we were talking about, he said, when I was a kid, we never had Father's Day. And that's probably true. Although in Germany, where I grew up, we did have Father's Day. And it was on the 1st of May, and it was May Day and Father's Day. And here's an interesting tidbit. What the fathers used to do is they would rent a Kremser, and that was a horse-drawn carriage, a pretty large one. And they were decorated with mayflowers and garlands. And they all would don a straw hat. And they would go, a group of men would rent this together, and they would all go, and they would go to the outskirt of Berlin and drink beer all day. Okay? And that was Father's Day. And you saw these decorated horse-drawn carriages all over Berlin. They came from everywhere, and it was always a spectacle and nice. And we kids, we loved it. We thought that was just great. And our Mother's Day is on the 10th of May usually. It has to be a Sunday, so, somewhere about there. And so it was always very close by, so I think it's great that they have Father's Day. Unfortunately, it should be something that the fathers do, or that they, to celebrate father, and not just give them a tie or a pair of socks or whatever. I think children should, my husband's son, my stepson, has sent my husband, 2 bottles of very delicious, beautiful wine for Father's Day, and I think that's great. And his daughter, we have in our family, we always sort of celebrated it. And I want to, at this point, introduce Amnan. Amnan, our producer.
Hello.
Amnan,
Hello.
hello.
How are you?
And he is a father, and he is, Amnan, do you have any traditions for Father's Day?
Yeah, sit down and do shows. No, we don't. No, we don't. No. Um,
No.
I mean, my daughter
Okay.
forces it on me. She said, "Dad, tomorrow." Yesterday, she was there. She said, "I'm working tomorrow all day, so we're not gonna do anything tomorrow. But this week, we're gonna go out."
Oh, how
I said,
nice.
"Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
You can't
That's
argue with
good.
them."
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, it's sort of like kids acknowledging their dad because, being a parent, you do a lot of sacrifices, for your
Yep.
children.
Yep.
And um, and it's nice when children understand that they should appreciate that,
Yep.
and say, thank you, you're cool dad, you know?
Right.
And now, if anybody has any questions today, how can they reach us,
They
Amnon?
can reach us at 919-518-9773 and Computers 2K Voice if they want to use Skype. And that Skype, you are not going to appear on the show. You're just going to, your voice is going to be on the show. So don't be
Ah,
shy. And all these people that are listening right now, and there's a bunch of you, please go ahead and sign into the chat. It's on the right side of the video if you're on a computer, or below the video if you're on a mobile device, and just put in any handle, name, whatever you want, and join the chat.
Absolutely. I welcome questions. I welcome comments. And I have a little something for you. I think last week we talked about the new remedy that I'm making, which is good for people and some pets, not all pets, okay? Um, I will explain and talk about that further. But what I'm planning to do is I'm going to plan for the first 10 people that that will send us your email and want to have a bottle like this. This bottle includes wild nettle, astragalus, ginger, ginseng, honey, cat's claw, turmeric, CBD oil, a drop of CBD oil, coconut and rosebud. And what it does is it really helps for all those little aches and pains we experience, all those little things that, you're not really sick, you really don't have an ailment or anything. You're just a little, I'm just not feeling great. That remedy is fantastic for that. It also will help any inflammation that you have in your body or that may come on. It will also reduce that because all the turmeric that is in there. But when you get your free bottle, you get a questionnaire with that. And you need to fill that questionnaire out while you're taking it. And then you send that in to me. And that means I have a little bit of a focus group. I have a little bit of a group that I have tested this already with many other people. My clinic, we sell it for $49.50. And when you get your bottle, there's directions of how to take it and when to take it and so on. And I've had fabulous results, but I would like to open that up a little bit more. I would like to have a little bit more. So if you have like tendon problems or knee problems or shoulder problems, or you're just always a little bit under the weather, okay? You have a lot of allergies. This is very good for people who have a lot of allergies. And many of the pets have that too. So I would like to then send you a bottle if you consent to filling out that questionnaire. This bottle does not cost you anything. I'm not going to charge you for it. I'm not going to even charge you shipping. I'm going to it's just totally free. Uh, the only thing you have to make sure that you fill out the questionnaire then, and that you anybody who is interested, send me your email. You can send it to Nissan Communications, and they will forward it to me. Or you can send it to, if you have a pen ready, my life dash my will at live.com. Okay. One more time. My life dash my will at live.com. So if I get, and all you do is in the subject line, you put testing. Okay. So I'm going to make it very easy. You send that in. It would be nice if I would know your name, but you don't have to do that. If you want to participate, what I will do is I will send you an email back and tell you exactly what we have to do to what you have to do to participate in this test. Okay. I will only take about 10 people. So please take, it's a $49.50 I give you for totally free. Okay. So I will advertise it next week again if I don't get enough people this week. But let me tell you, it's a nice thing to get something for free. You don't even get test products for free anymore. I was last week. I was at the marijuana convention in Manhattan, and it was mind blowing. It really was. There were only about maybe 100 exhibitors, which is not really a lot, uh, but most of these exhibitors were with CBD oil. Now, anybody of you who don't know what CBD oil is, it is a component of the marijuana plant without the THC, without the part that makes you high and, fun loving. Um, this is just the healing part. And most of the exhibitors there had CBD oil for that they were presenting. And it was just really amazing to see of how different these CBD. I bought a bunch of them just to see of what they have out there. My CBD oil that I put one drop into each bottle um, it comes from the Netherlands and is totally pesticide free, is totally, all of the ingredients, by the way, in that bottle. We haven't found a name yet either. So maybe all of you wonderful people will help me find a name for this, because we do want to make it available then for everybody, that you can order it and have a pesticide free non-chemical sleep aid. I don't think I mentioned it. What it will do is it will help you sleep better. It will make you stay asleep too. Many of us have the problem of getting to sleep, but then about 3 o'clock in the morning, you wake up and you're wide awake, and then now what? You know, um, many of you are taking Tylenol PM for it. Very, very, very bad. It will destroy your kidneys. It will destroy your liver if you take it for long periods of time. Please do not do that. It is not a good idea. You also find probably in the morning, if you wake up in the morning, that you have sort of like a little hangover when you take Tylenol PM. Any of this Lunesta, Ambien, all of these will, I mean, I took one time Ambien and I thought, how can people take this? You know what? I felt like I was drugged, but I couldn't sleep. It was terrible. I will never take it again. But then probably I'm more susceptible to it because I don't take any chemicals in my food or in any kind of a medicine. We tried to be, I think I poisoned myself enough with computer EMs and telephone EMs and TV EMs, all these electrical, magnetic influences that we get. I think that's more than sufficient for my taste. But yeah, so what if you are interested in receiving a bottle, I hope you send me your email and that I can arrange for you to get one and may complete this test, okay? And then in probably another month or so, it will be available for the general public.
Gisela, what was that name of the oil that you're talking about?
CBD, and
C
it's, yeah,
C B.
cannabinoid.
Go ahead.
Yeah, cannabinoid.
So it's C B like Bravo, D as in David.
As in data. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
CBD. Yes. And always I read this name of what the entire name is 10 times, but I guess I have to take
Nah,
my
don't worry about it.
memory
I'm just writing
medicine
some show notes.
to, yeah, it is wonderful. One drop and you will have no problems of sleeping. No problems. Anybody who has a sleep problem should take this. But I do want to have first also I want to finish my test, and I will then also talk about the test of what was good about it. We will then, if we need to adjust the remedy, we will adjust the remedy. It's I mean, I don't think that just because I know that these ingredients are beneficial for us, like for instance, nettle that is in there. There's a ton of nettle, and it's made with Kangen water. If anybody knows what Kangen water is, it's a totally alkalized water, and it will alkalize your body and will therefore be absorbed much faster and much better. Now, nettle is nature's best allergy uh, medicine. It's a blood purifier. So if you have any kind of a poison, or you have maybe had to have surgery or had to have medication that you had to take, nettle is a fabulous herb to take. And we make the extraction all with tea so that it is not overpowering. And the tea is made with this Kangen water. So it's really quite nice the way. And turmeric, we know, is a total anti-inflammatory. It has curcumin in it, and the curcumin has helped even people with cancer. You know, but I am I'm always a little how do I want to say this? Hesitant, really, to talk about, oh, this cures cancer. There's so many cancers that we don't really know what cures cancer. We really don't. We don't know how it starts, and we don't know how to cure it yet. Even though people keep saying to me, oh, I know the pharmaceutical companies, they have already something, but they're making too much money with it. Well, maybe that's just so. But I can tell you this, that if there would be a real cure already out there for every cancer, people would be taking it and it would be out there. But what I can say is that CBD oil has beneficially helped people that have cancer. Now, may it be because now they sleep better and the body can heal itself? Or may it be that the cannabinoids that are present in the CBD oil have helped that particular cancer? But I would not want to advertise this as a cancer cure, okay? It is not. Um, but it does help a lot of ailments, and we will talk more at another time. But please get your free bottle and participate in this test. Now, we've had quite a week anyway, right? I mean, with this Orlando shooting, oh my God. I mean, I don't know. Listen, guys, everybody is talking, the whole administration, all of from Obama to Trump to Hillary Clinton, they all seem to have answers of how to stop this. You know, uh, my take on this: stop it by electing a minister for happiness of the people, sound mind and happiness of the people, like they have in some country. Bhutan has a minister for happiness. He is responsible for that the people are happy. America is one of the least happy people in the world. Why? Because we are made so unhappy with all this stuff. And if you're constantly unhappy, and this was an American, it was just incidental that he was also from the Middle East and Syrian. But we've had Americans mowing down each other. Why do you think they do that? Because they're unhappy. They want to make a statement. They want to go out in the blazing guns, you know? Uh, there's something sick about that. Can't we fix that? Gun laws are not going to do that. Now, I don't promote guns. I really don't. And especially these assault rifles, I think they shouldn't even be existing for private people. Never mind that they want to do target shooting with it. But I really do think the cause of all this is unhappiness. Everybody is unhappy. Everybody is frustrated. And I saw that at that convention, at that medical marijuana convention. All these big wigs, they were there. I mean, people, uh, I mean, I saw $1,000 suits and $2,000 shoes. And these people, they were there to make more money. And what do you think? In New York State, they allow medical marijuana to be for people that have a prescription. But here's the thing: a medical marijuana dispensary, you have to have $5 million in escrow in the bank. One, one dispensary. Who can afford that? Who is that?
The government.
There was what?
The government
Yeah,
can afford that.
nobody. There was one company there that were proudly saying, oh, yeah, we have 4 dispensaries. That means $20 million. Okay.
Hmm.
They have in escrow. What do you think the name of that company was? Pharma something or other.
And I wonder
And I
why.
asked, huh?
I wonder why do they have to have it? What I mean is this because
Because they don't.
so people could sue them.
Yeah, well, uh, I don't know. But
Anyway,
that's what they have to have. Now, here's the thing: I asked them, because there were 4 guys there that worked for this company, and they were very forthcoming. They were very sweet. They were very nice. And I asked them, I said, listen, guys, I think it's great that we have that now, but you have a lot of clients? You have a lot of customers? Oh, he said, well, we have clients. I said, okay. How many do you think approximately you have? He said, oh, we have probably around 4,000. I said, what? 4,000 in 4 dispensaries? How do you make money? That doesn't even pay the rent. There you go. Again, who can't do it? I'm a homeopathist. I would love to participate in something like this, to give people the opportunity to have a different way of treating themselves, but with pharmaceuticals. And yet, that is not going to be happening, because I certainly don't have 5 millions, much less 1 million. So it's not going to happen. And people people that I know, they are the same way. So where do we go from here? How are our people going to help themselves? So that was an interesting thing. Do we have any questions? Do we have any input?
not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, then we'll talk about our favorite subject, and that is dogs and pets. Well, now that the vacation time is coming around, and I'm going on vacation next week for a couple of days. We're going to go down to Asateek and go camping, and we're very excited about it. We love doing that. And we take our dogs. We always take our dogs. We have three little dogs, as you know, and they always come with us. But it does present a challenge when you take your pets with you, because some pets travel easily. Some cats even travel easily, but not many cats, more so dogs. Now, we have one dog that is a total spastic. Every time that he gets into the car, he runs all over the car, and he is just all over, and he gets so excited, and he gets himself so high on it that he just really is beside himself. So what I usually do is I give that dog some chamomile before we go, and it's a homeopathic remedy. And that calms him down sufficiently enough so that he's not quite all over the place. But then we have one dog, whenever I do pack a suitcase, he goes and sits in the suitcase. He wants to go. That's it. I'm going to go. And so I'm going to go and sit in the suitcase. Now, there are other pets that do some real strange things when they want to have attention, because when you're planning for your vacation, often you don't give your pets enough attention because you're busy. You have to see that you have all the right stuff with you, and you're packing everything and so on. Well, this dog apparently was a 4-year-old golden retriever. What he did for attention was really bizarre. He went into the shower, grabbed the razor, the disposable razor, and the pet parents didn't really realize what he was doing until he came out and he had only the handle of the razor in his mouth. So they, instead of going on vacation, took a trip to the vet because they saw that he had chewed off the blade and the head of the razor. So things like that should not even be in the reach of pets, okay? I find that especially when you have a younger dog, or, they will eat everything. I mean, whatever it is. I know of one dog who eats stones. He eats every time we go to the beach, he ate stones. There was nothing we could do about it. We told him no. We told him, it was, thank God, always just small ones, and he pooped them out then. But, and I gave him some remedy to help him poop a little better. But I read about dogs that ate large stones, really, like big stones, and they had to have surgery. So those kind of things can happen when you take your pet on vacation, and it does happen when they want the attention often. Pets will do the weirdest things when they want attention. I know of a cat, and here is what I really would like to all you cat people out there who buy these little artificial mice for your cats, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Because here's the thing. If it's a feral cat that you have that goes outside and plays with real mice, then you don't have to worry. But if it is a cat that is totally inside and has never really seen a mouse, except the instinct tells it that this is a mouse, they may eat that toy mouse. And I have heard of cats that have N- Even those mice that, those wind up mice that run around, that have that little thing, they had to have surgery. They had to be attended. It was just terrible. So please do not even buy those toys. They are not good for your cats. They are other toys that cats love to play with. There's a ring that has a ball in it, and the ball cannot easily come out. So one of our cats, he loves to play with this, and he plays with it for hours. In the middle is a scratching pad, so he can scratch, and he sleeps even on it. He loves this toy so much. Unfortunately, he plays 3 o'clock in the morning with this toy, and you hear this ball going woof, 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 and it's really not fun. 3 o'clock in the morning. But he plays with it, and he cannot get hurt. He can't eat that ball. He can't eat that ring. So if you can find it, sometimes they sell them at Walmart, but it's the most fascinating thing for cats. I have advised my clients to buy this, and all the cats that have the other two cats, we have 3 cats. The other 2 cats don't play too much with it, because if he sees that this one cat that loves this toy, if he sees the other 2 cats wanted to play with it, he's there and he bats them away. So it's his toy and that's it. All right. So, and some cats, I mean, every one of us knows that adopting a cat is like adopting a toddler, a forever toddler. Uh, they get into everything, especially a young cat. They eat everything, and they will try everything, and they will also ruin a lot of things if you're not careful. All of our cats were born feral. They sleep in the house at night sometimes, not all the time, but not in the summer. They go out, but in the winter time they sleep in the house at night. And they all know that furniture and rugs are not for them to scratch at. They can scratch outside all they want. And when we see in the beginning, when we would see them scratching, I would I would pat their paws while they were on there. I would go and pat their paws and say, no, no, no. They learned that. They learned it. But once a cat has started it, then you are in for a new set of furniture at one point. Um, one of the things is that I am an advocate for pet insurance. Um, I don't sell pet insurance, but I do think that when you adopt a pet from a shelter or so on, it's a good idea to have pet insurance, because I have seen animals from the shelter that really had severe health problems. And you know what the vets are charging these days? You really need to have pet insurance, and there's several around, and you just have to pick the one that is most appealing to you and fits to your needs the best. And please do read all the fine prints also of what they will not pay for. Read those things very carefully, because they will tell you of if it's the right thing for you. So, do we have anybody out there?
Nope.
No, nobody wants to talk to me. Oh my
I guess a lot
goodness.
of people go for brunch on Father's Day.
They do on Father's Day. So we're going to make this very short today, and I have brunch prepared prepared for my family here.
Sure.
Our daughter is here.
Sure. Go
And
ahead.
so we're going to make it a short one today. I will all see you next Sunday, and please send me that email if you want your bottle of remedy, and send me some. I don't want to just call it remedy. I want to call it something spiffy. Maybe sleep well, or feel good, or I don't know. We have not made a name for it yet. So please send me some of those.
Gisela's lullaby.
Ha! That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm gonna write that down. Okay, kind of like that. It's kind of cute. But we'll see if we have maybe somebody else yet. I wish you a wonderful day. If you're going on vacation next week, be as happy as I will be. And I will see you all next Sunday again at 12 o'clock.
You're tuned to the Nissan Communications Network. Our weekly lineup of call-in programs includes Computers 2K Now with Amnon Nissan, My Life, My Will with Gisela DiCarlo, The Tanya Love Show, Health Then with Debbie Bruck, Breaking Free with Marilyn Shannon, Triangle Be Well with Howard Jacobson, Lunch and Learn with Rabbi Yisrael Cutler, Lessons of Vietnam with NCVVI members, Current Affairs with Amnon Nissan. And if you tuned in too late, you can always watch each program in its entirety or download an MP3 audio file of it in the archives section on nissancommunications.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Sponsored by Atomos.com, makers of quality video recorders and converters, CarolinaApparel.com, and DeltaForce.net.